Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Magnavox D1510. This is an AM FM portable radio with Spatial Sound. Pretty awesome feature. We'll talk about it. This radio came donated to me by Chuck from Patreon. You guys probably recognize the name Chuck. Chuck has given me many radios over the last year. Awesome guy. Thank you, sir. Everybody out there knows who you are, I'm sure by now. But if they don't, Chuck is an awesome guy. He knows I like Magnavox radios, and here's a beauty. So let's get started. We get some dimensions. 3 inches across, 5.5 inches tall, and a case depth of 1.5 inches, including the belt clip here. Size comparison is always fun. You're like this one. CC pocket I always have handy. And as you can see, the Magnavox isn't quite pocket friendly. With its 3x5 by 1.5 inches thick. But it gives you a general idea. Okay. What might match this better is a CC Skywave. There we go. CC Skywave does a few more extra things, but it's still a nice representation for size because I have the CC Skywave out most all the time for frequency checking. So there you go. And of course, last but not least, Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He likes radios made in Japan. Yeah, he's Iron Man. Radio man in an iron suit. I'm just making stuff up now. Now it's getting silly. All right, so that gives you an idea. Deck of cards. Awesome. I like to have those handy. All right, so let's talk about features of the Magnavox AM FM Spatial Sound D1510. Pretty cool. Right away, I like this way it's built. It's got a really cool vibe to it. Speakers like elevated up here because they're making room for the batteries. Okay, let's start over here on the left-hand side. So we have the volume on-off wheel here. You can see there's a little window, which I like. It gives you the volume level that you're at. Over here we have a switch, and that switch says normal, and it says sound around. That's the switch to give you spatial sound. It's very interesting. We'll talk about that in a second. Here's your headphone jack. So you need the headphones to hear the sound around, or spatial sound. It doesn't work with the normal speaker. You know, you only got one speaker. If it had two, it probably could do it. So it's not an FM stereo radio. It's kind of like a pseudo stereo. When you put it into the sound around mode or spatial sound mode, it sounds kind of like an equalizer setting, like they've removed it, like removed some mids or some highs, and it almost seems like it separates more. It's very interesting. I don't know the exact science behind the spatial sound, but it's very interesting. It's just not as good as FM stereo sound, which I'd like to have had. So I find myself just listening it on normal mode. Spatial sound doesn't really add that much for me on headphones. So there you go. But I did test it with headphones, and it works. Usually old radios I do not, but for something like this, I had to test the spatial sound feature. It has its main selling point. Of course, this Magnavox, again, a cool color combination. You got silver and this like hot pink looking color from like the 80s. Awesome. We got a band select switch, FM and AM. Pretty easy to use. Kind of recessed. Our speaker, about 2 inches. Like I said, it's elevated from here. These are where the batteries are at. See the right-hand side of the radio, we have a tuning wheel. Pretty simple to tune. As you can see, our scale on the front. AM, they're showing 550 to 1600, and FM 88 to 108. And there's our indicators, kind of like a chrome silver. Pretty awesome looking. Loving that. It's fairly accurate on the dial. I've noticed with FM. AM we'll find out tonight, but FM was pretty accurate. Bottom of the radio, nice and flat, so you can stand this up. Top of the radio, if you notice, it has like a little spot for a carrying strap. Now the carrying strap is gone, but I'm guessing you could add something to that. It wouldn't be too difficult to add a strap to that there. So there's two little lugs to hook something up to here. Probably had a vinyl strap or something like that, and it probably broke off over time. We have the antenna. This antenna extends out straight, no swiveling, for a total length of 15.5 inches. Okay, back of the radio we got that belt clip, which is integrated. It does not come off, it looks like. Nope. Molded in there as one piece. Here you go. It says FCC ID, Magnavox made in Hong Kong, Knoxville, Tennessee. Vented case there behind the sticker. And then here, behind the battery door, we have 4 AA batteries. Yes, 4 AA batteries. This thing is a tank. I have a few radios that use 4 AA's, like the, I don't know, that GE, that Monster portable that I did a review on. I can't remember the exact numbers. I'll put a little thing here and then a little link down below to that radio. Check it out and see what you think of it. Maybe I'll put it up here in an iCard. And yeah, that one, I called it Age of Giants. That's what I called it, the video. It took the 4 AA batteries. But the polarity, yeah, I'm not going to really go into that. Looks like it might be back and forth. Top, yeah, you can figure it out later. Look online or something. But yeah, I'm not going to try to pull those out. They're not fun to put in there. Okay, snaps back shut. All right, we're going to talk about FM reception. I like to do this because I can't scroll through the FM band, though I'd love to. I love rocking out with the music, but I found out that if there's a few seconds of music played, that they can block this video from other countries, and I want to make sure all of you get a chance to see this because it's a very interesting radio. So what I like to do is I sit on my couch upstairs and I tune this radio through the entire FM band, counting how many stations I find, be they weak, as long as they're readable and copyable, that I can understand what they're saying. I mark it as a found station, and that's how I set this radio up for an FM report. Now, what I do is I base it on a 5-tier method. I have fair, okay, good, very good, and excellent. And most radios fall into between okay and good, with about 40 stations to 50 stations found. This one found 48 stations, which is right on the money as far as a normal analog FM radio. In my entire collection, they always find around 48 stations in my area. And so right now, it's a solid average FM radio. And it sounds very good. The speaker quality is decent. And when it finds the stations, finds them fairly easily. Selectivity is halfway decent. I rate the selectivity about okay to good also. So right around a 2.5-star rating. Very rarely does it go higher than that until you get to the radios like this, the DSPs, that are a little bit more selective. And that's what you need in the FM band by my house to get the higher numbers. But I'm pretty happy with the results of this radio on the FM band. So there you go. Almost 50 stations. Not bad. So we're going to go ahead and do a audio check. I always like to do this. I'll play a little audio music through here. Since I can't scroll through the FM band, I use an FM transmitter too, hooked up to an iPod with YouTube download music that's royalty free. So I'm able to play music on the speaker here. Now, of course, people are going to say the microphone and my earphones are all going to change the sound. That's true, but if you compare what's being played now to my other radio videos, you can see the difference. There's definitely some radios that sound tinnier or sound bassier. And in truth, in person, they're about the same. So just to give you that idea. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We got Radio Todderbert playing on 97.7 using a C Crane FM transmitter 2. And we'll spend a few minutes here. So nothing with this switch.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
There we go. Yep. Nice little audio test. And while that was going on, I actually jumped over to my radio wall, I call it. It's got a shelf full of radios, and I found my Age of Giants radio. There's a size comparison for you. This is a GE, what's the model number while we got this out? This is pretty funny. I'm like, I know I got that. Was it 7-2582G? Is that what it says? Yep. So yeah, that's what that is. So Age of Giants. Love these things. I think this takes 4 AA batteries. It's crazy. Look at the difference. I love it. You gotta do some size comparison. Oh, this one has a belt clip too, and that one comes off. This is crazy. Love these things. They're awesome. Okay, so I had to bring that out. I love the character of this radio. It even has a cool curve to the front. Slightly curved. I like that. I'm playing with that. So the Spatial Sound, I forgot to mention, also works on the AM band, where it adds a little bit, I wouldn't call it depth, it just kind of widens the sound. Just a slight widening of it. And so it's okay in some respects. Just something different. I think it was more of a marketing thing. So we're going to go ahead and go on AM band here. And we're at the top of the dial. As you can see that little indicator, how it sweeps. And we're going to see what we can find. Let me make sure all my stuff's turned off here. I'll unplug my transmitter and turn off the iPod, make sure nothing is making noise. Okay, so we're going to just scroll through it tonight. I have no idea how good this is going to work at night, so this will be an exploration with you and me together for the first time with this radio. But during the day, the AM was very good. I was listening to my semi-locals with no issues. Some distant stations were coming through. Not as clear as some of my, like, say, DSP radios, as a CC Skywave or CC Pocket. They do a bit better job, of course, more modern. But I was able to pick up some fainter stations with this radio. Pretty happy with the results during the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see what we can find at night. Hopefully some good stations. Hoping it'll wake up. Otherwise, we'll bring out a loop and see if the loop makes a difference too. I noticed I use a lot of volume during the day, like on a faint station, it's turn it way up. And of course, strong station way down.
Visit bales for the girls and ties for the boys, along with all of the necessary parties. Our suggestions for new convertments include personal-sized Bibles, prayer books, and other spiritual readings.
Okay, I'm still on FM. You know, Ricky Todderbert mistake. I'm like, what am I hearing? All right, let's start over. Oh, this is interesting. This is Brampton, Ontario, I think. 530, right at the bottom of the band. If it's Hindi, I don't know for sure. I'm going to bring a loop out here. Texan AM 200. So I don't know if you could hear that through all that noise. I heard him say Ontario. Usually the station's really hard. I don't hear the call letters often. That's awesome. So that's without the loop. This is 441 miles away from me, and they go to 250 watts at night. So to be able to pick this up is pretty awesome. All right. Turn it all the way up here. WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles away, 400 watts at night. I think this is 550, KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts at night.
Members of his own party for defending him.
I very much appreciate those incredible warriors.
This is local 560 WIND, The Answer, Chicago, Illinois.
Defended something very powerful, very important, because they were really defending our country.
Oh, before, yeah, I don't know if you saw me show the pocket a few times. Current time is 9:58 p.m. Excuse me, 9:58 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. See what kind of selectivity we get. Hearing quite a bit of noise.
Many units of blood. 10, 20, 30, or even more blood transfusions. That could result in a really difficult situation if we don't currently have that blood available to provide.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm going to use the CZ pocket here. Oh, I heard it. WTMJ. Okay, so we're at 620. So WTMJ at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles away.
Before you take that route, you should get prolotherapy, a safer, less expensive, yet equally effective regenerative classic
Okay, this is CFCO kind of coming in kind of unsteady. This is Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles. Okay, sorry for like the selectivity is not the great spot right here in this dial. It's part of the dial 640 Peatone, Illinois, WMFN, about 75 miles away, Hispanic station.
Information is 6:50 AM WSM Springabout Farm Bluegrass Nights Run, sponsored by Farm Bureau Health Plans and Tire Discounts for on sale now at Lyman.com.
Okay, I don't know if you heard him. He said WSM. This is Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. Selectivity is not so great because the 670 next to it, you can hear that noise, that hissing. It's coming from 670 to score.
Did someone just say, if I don't find the right furniture?
In like 85 or something. I was a little kid. I don't know why I was watching this alligator movie. Anyway,
So 670 to score, WSCR.
the mutation.
They're an HD station, so you get that wash over into those fainter stations, which is a bummer.
A better cast than I would have thought. Anyway, I want to talk about the
Home of the
Swan,
Cubs?
as Shep did, and anyone who knows the story of the octopus living under the Golden Gate Bridge, please let me know that I didn't somehow come up with this in a fever dream or something. I swear there is a giant octopus living under the Golden Gate Bridge. So if you know about it,
It's got a good tonal quality coming from the speaker here.
Cubs, if you want to
You
weigh
can
in,
definitely listen to a ball game all day long with it.
6767. You can also text 67011. You can country roads. And maybe you dreamed that the old station wagon is suddenly on a roller
So I think now we're at 720. Or maybe not. Let's check.
clicking up a hill. About to free fall into a double.
Oh, that's nice. So this is WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, coming in like a local. This is 300 miles away.
Are you holding on? Or maybe you don't dream at all because you suffer from sleep apnea. The good news is there's hope.
Well, pitched a great game, and it's something you can kind of build on, and it's been now a few great starts in a row since the All-Star break, so something to kind of look forward to.
720 WGN. We should have Zoomer radio over here at 740, hopefully.
To the interview room where manager Ricky Renteria is meeting with the media.
Okay, so that usually comes in pretty clear. It might just be a tough evening right now. Let me just check with my pocket. See if I'll tune in a little bit better. So that's Zoomer Radio, 740 CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. There we go. That's coming in better.
Falling to the 70s and into the 60s. We'll start Thursday Saturday morning is 65 with sunshine, high of 86 tomorrow.
75 degrees on Peachtree Street with news on the hour, the half, and when it breaks. I'm Cheryl Castro, News 95.5 and AM 750 WSB. Depend on it.
Clark Howard, brought to you by Delta Community Training.
So there's WSB, Atlanta, Georgia. Depend on it. 630 miles away. That's pretty awesome that we'll pick that up right next to 740. Okay, selectivity getting better. Great.
Can you repeat the question? Well, now that I have the language on the screen, can you read the last question?
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Repeat the question just to make certain that I have it accurate. Well, the finding indicates that the president,
Against a consent decree that would allow Willowbrook Medical Supply Sterilization Company to resume operations despite
780 WBBM, Chicago.
cancer-causing chemical.
Willowbrook Mayor Frank Zilla says the decision is...
Program tonight, call in 877-733-1011. That's 877-733-1011. There's that movie Network.
So this is 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. I think this is Ground Zero playing. About 300 miles away.
It was one of those movies that I saw.
Je commence à roder officiellement le nouveau spectacle. Plus intime, j'essaie de visiter des souvenirs, j'essaie de visiter des thèmes un peu plus...
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. 860 AM, 460 miles.
Cet hiver, passer une heure en...
Now the pitch. One to Magnavox. And a liner up the middle, a base hit into center field on an 0-2 fastball, and that ties the game. Renfroe scores from third, and Austin Hedges is on at first with a 2-out, 0-2 RBI single here in the second inning. And it's the Padres 1 and the Mets 1.
So this is WCBS, New York, New York. 750 miles. Sweet.
Hedges knocked it up the middle to score Renfroe. Vast, Japan.
890 WLS. And I'm probably going to kind of go up quickly through the dial now.
Careful about what Japan is doing, how Japan is contributing.
takes a strike.
The young men are separated. This is like you want to read about this happen.
He takes a strike from Canely. There's again that, they say it's a changeup, but it has that split action at 90 miles per hour.
Yep. So this is WMVP, Chicago, 1000 AM. So where I'm at in the dial there. Seems like it's pretty accurate. Putting right at 1000. Cool. Having fun with this radio. This is really awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are digging these old, these old radios, I put links to them down below. Check it out. eBay has these all the time, and you might want to pick one up just for fun, just to see what you can do with it. Sometimes you get these pretty cheap. It might be $15-20. It's worth it. It's worth it just for the nostalgia, for sure. And decent reception too. FM AM analog, sweet.
Here is Luis Arrives, 2 for 2 tonight. Scored 2 runs.
Suss it off. As actual practitioners, and it answers, I think, the question before I introduce the two principal figures from this year's
1020 KDKA Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
It introduces them to the practicality of the moment, and also
The Stickeen River and along its major tributary, Dease Creek. It's only fall when winter comes to the Castillars. The miners are caught unprepared for the heavy snowfalls and severe cold.
So 1040 is WHO. Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. Kind of had a brain freeze. Bored.
On Vancouver Island.
Something was jamming there, pretty loud.
Cardinals get a good start from Adam Wainwright.
Okay, so this is 11:20, I think. It's KMOX.
With 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
The main highway in Marshall. Marshall is a small
This is
town.
1100, just before WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Last season. We're next to Pappy's Flea Market, which has knives.
The last 2 nights after Rocky's
And over the phone, it's clear to them you should switch.
I think this is 1140.
Geico is a no-brainer. Well, second thought, maybe don't watch garden gnomes.
Good guess.
People might talk.
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
are available to local nonprofits that provide services to children.
Must have an offer something higher than
I'm going to go all the way to the top here.
At the end of the hour, last hour from Minnesota.
I'll get the help you need. 773. Including.
Right now, California and several other places.
they've taken advantage of Helena, Montana.
The last station we're probably going to hit is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Hispanic station, 460 miles away. At the top of the dial. That's where it stops. Nice. Okay, we're going to turn this off to our final thoughts on a D1510 Spatial Sound AM FM portable radio. Yeah, another giant. 4AA batteries. Do I like it? Yeah, it's got that nostalgia, that 80s nostalgia. That silver and gray tone cabinet with the pink striping and it's cool, and it's got the surround feature, or sound around they call it. It's fun. I mean, like I say, I think it's a marketing thing, but it does make it for an interesting radio. Glad that Chuck donated this to me. Thank you again, Chuck. You're amazing for doing that. Thank you very much. Overall, does it get a buy? If you see one, yeah, the AM's really good, real sensitive. You could hear what I was picking up. Great, just a great all-around receiver, especially during the day. The AM was good, and the FM was halfway decent. So this is a great portable radio. Even though its age, it's still rocking today. So that's a bonus. I would probably use rechargeable batteries versus alkalines. If you're going to use it a lot, it would be better with rechargeables for sure. So if you enjoyed the future presentation of the Magnavox D1510 review, Spatial Sound, yeah, please give me a like. You guys are awesome. 2, if you like Magnavox radios, check out, I think I have a Magnavox playlist. If not, I'll build one and put it over here for you to check out. All my Magnavox radios together in one spot so you can look with your heart's content and see what you think about the different Magnavox radios I've reviewed. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon for more of these type of radios, because they made a lot of these. They made all types. I mean, they made different versions, different color combinations. I'm just pulling one off my desk here. Look, here's another one. Here's a Magnavox 1220. So yeah, I got them all over the place. So yeah, definitely stay subscribed and see what new comes on the channel. And 3, of course, comment below what you think about the Spatial Sound D1510 Magnavox. It would be something you would add to your collection just for its uniqueness, sound quality, reception quality. Let me know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.